Good day, everyone. Today, before we start, we have a disclosure we need to uh, please make sure that be aware of the risk in the market. And sorry, I was occupied with some trades, so I was distracted. And okay, for the ones have been, this is the first time you've been here. On the market analyzer, on the left corner, you have the buy entry signal, you have the entry price, and you have the target price. And then you can see the ticks, PNL, and then trailing stop one, trailing stop two, and all this based on one contract. Then we have the Forex, also the same thing. You have a new signal, entry price, and target. And we are sharing our free signal. Then we will be trying to see what's going on in the market on NinjaTrader 8 here on the chart. And this is an entry signal and a re-entry signal. We will do that. At the bottom here, what we have is your swing automated trading is taking a trade. Then today I add another feature here. On NinjaTrader 7. So we are doing NinjaTrader 7 and NinjaTrader 8. On NinjaTrader 7, we have developed so many things in so many years, almost 10 years development. So it's going to take time before we can transfer everything to NTA 8. 10 years development, you cannot adjust overnight taking it. We're moving a little bit at the time. With the NT8, but I'm still feeling a little bit more comfortable with the NT7. I don't need, actually, I just had a problem before we logged in, so that's why I was distracted. So on those here, I will be taking some manual trade, and we're going to be covering automated trade, signal trading, and then I will be taking some of those trades. Then I made the signal. I just had a problem right before I logged in with my computer, but I have made a signal that will give you alarm when I will be taking a trade. You are very welcome to follow those trades manually. So right now, what I'm doing on the YM, NASDAQ, and ES, I will be taking one trade, and then I will normally I leave the trailing stop to you. I don't use a trailing stop. I usually use a stop loss. I do not use a dummy trailing stop. So we are already one trade right now, and on the NASDAQ. And I will be trying to let you know when I'm taking a trade based on one contract. And then this is, you're very welcome to follow it on your SIM account as long as we are not responsible for your trade. We're just showing you what we have. And then it's up to you what you do with it or what you don't do with it. So today, earlier today, we had, just to cover, we had a beautiful run on the European time. And usually when you are, for the DAX traders, when you are trading the DAX, there is a lot of movement in the YM, NASDAQ, and CL. And sometimes you can be catching very nice, good trades doing those hours. Actually, like the gold CL, especially CL, YM, those sometimes you see some good runs. And today we had some beautiful runs on the DAX. And for the DAX traders, I'll show you. On the swing trading, if this market is moving, we are nailing it. If this market not moving, we cannot do anything about it. But I'm going to show you some screenshot while we are looking at the new trade. we will be for the CL traders. Before I do, for the CL trader, I will keep my eye on the CL trader, but it is overwhelming. I have to cover the market for the guys that want to know what's going on in the market. I have to be looking at taking a trace in the same time. I will be occupied in a million different ways, but I already have the CL chart as well. And if I see something, I will say, and if it's a good trade, I will say what is those trades. But let me cover some of the movement today happen on the DAX. Okay. This is one of the trades on the DAX, and this is based on a 600 ticks. It was one trade, and it was not the only one. We have a lot of trades, and I will show you some the movement happen on and this is another one on the DAX. This one based on a 5 minutes. This is 6,000. And this one here, the DAX was 8,000 based on one trade. I mean, the whole screen is lighting up. Today we had extremely, usually the auto trade is based on a 500, but then if we are catching the trend, we are staying on that trade. And then this one, another one on the DAX. Yes, the DAX is a really funny market, but you have to be very careful with the DAX because the DAX moves very fast. This is also another trade based on the 3 minutes, one trade, 7,500. And I still can pick up a lot of DAXs. If you want to see the 1 minute, let me try. This is your 1 minute. 1,600. They all target 500. All of them target 500. But if the market is going to your direction, we are going to stay on the same trade, so we're not closing it. You know, I'm scared because on the NinjaTrader, if you do it wrong, then it collapses all the charts. So I'm trying to be very quick with the chart, because sometimes when you are moving it from one screen to another, I wish they can solve that problem. We had that problem in NinjaTrader 7 as well. And you can see sometimes what it does, it collapse. So you have to be very fast. Otherwise, it's going to collapse all the chart. And that is really irritating. So this is the DAX, and doing the hours also, I will show you some different trade as well. So right now we are flat, and I will be starting all over again with 1 minute based on the chart. For the ones that are trying to follow my trade, this is so far in the trade. Sometimes we have a losing trade, and sometimes we have a winning trade, and this is based on one contract. So right now, before we start, now we are flat on everything. So before we start, I did this earlier this morning, is 832 based on one contract, and this is nothing for one contract. So mainly we're gonna concentrate on the ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones. If I have time, I will look at the CL. If I don't, I'm gonna skip the CL. But I'll let you know when I see a good trade. I put an alarm, so if you are looking at your screen, you can be notified. We had a problem also on the NTA today with the DAX. And I don't want to touch anything anymore on the 88, but sometimes it's been a little bit struggling on the database. It's not unusual. Sometimes you have a problem, or it could be your internet connection. Sometimes can trouble you. So now we are looking for a short entry on and. Sometimes you have to be very fast if sometimes you want to follow me, because sometimes I can take all three in the same time: ES, Nasdaq, Dow Jones. I mean, once the decision is made, the decision is made. So if you are on a sim, try to learn how to be light-handed, and we will have some losing trade, we will have some winning trade, but most of the time we are staying on the green side. So right now, whatever in the morning happened 832 does not. So let's see what we can do above the 832 on this following trade. So right now, what we are doing, we are waiting on a new signal on the entry signal here. We are sharing the signal, entry price, re-entry price, trailing stop, targets. We are sharing it with the public. We're not getting anything out of it, but it is a hard time. So we are sharing it. We're not collecting any emails or anything like that. So it is one thing is I like to explain one thing. You hear a lot about rules. It's okay when you write an auto trade and you write rules on this auto trade, and the auto trade can go under that rules. And sometimes if this market moving, you will have a great deal of money. And sometimes if this market sideways, your auto trade, any kind of auto trade, will get in trouble. On the manual trading, I've heard a lot about the traders, with all the respect, that you have to follow the rules when you are manual trading. And I don't believe there is a rules, and nobody cares, or nobody, I mean, everybody care less about your rules and my rules. In the manual trading, I don't want to teach a price action. I just give up on that idea. We have tried for so many years, and you just simply cannot download what you have in your head and give it to somebody else. The reason is today rules is different than yesterday rules. And when you are trying to take your trade manually, you have to estimate, calculating, covering all your corners before you can make a decision if you want it to take a trade or you should not take any trade. So I don't have direct rules on strict rules on a future trading based on 1 minute. The only rules I have is to be patient, and sometimes all of a sudden you see one door is open, and once the door is open, we're gonna nail it, and without thinking. When the trade is not looking good, then we are gonna break it. Now, for the ones has been following me, like when we are using this blue chart here and we are using the target, once I say the target, once you hit the target for amateur trading, this is your limited. When you enter the signal and then you have a buy entry, now I can see why the market pulled back. I will explain this, why this market pulling back. You have a 3, you have a projection, you have a resistance line, and the market pulled back to your re-entry. So this is very normal to see this market going back and forth. But once you hit the target, if you don't want to deal with headaches and you have no clue what's going on in the market, you just call it off once you hit the target. A couple days ago, this is the rules, the basic rules. A couple days ago or last week, we had the market is really dropping, and we hit the target on the automated signal entry, hit the target, and then I called 3 trades in the same time on the YM, NASDAQ, and ES, and they all 3 made money. So what I'm saying is sometimes you can override the auto trade if you have the knowledge. If you do not have the knowledge, do not override the auto trade. Now on those automated trading, on the automated trading signal, you have 2 options: is an ATM and a fully automated. The ATM and the fully automated is the same entry, but what is different about it, I like the ATM because you can move your target, or you can move your trailing stop, or you can move you have more option. When on the fully automated, you cannot do anything on that. I'm looking at the charts, and I'm when I go on a trade, I will notify you immediately on those trades. And I'll keep my eye on the CL as well. And you are very welcome to follow me on those trades, even on a sim. So this way, whatever indicators you have under your sleeves, that will help you maybe increase in your knowledge, or that you start getting light-handed trade. So right now, if we want to explain what's going on the ES, we have a buy entry at 27.0450. We have a double resistance and a retracement at 27.0825. So that's why the market rejected to the re-entry point. So if you are trying to re-enter the market, this is a very nice entry at 27.04 if you want to. Or if you don't like it, you're waiting for a new signal, you can very welcome to wait till the new signal come out, and then you can try your luck with a new signal. For the trades today also, we had some very nice runs on the 30-year Treasury bond earlier this morning, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, all the market today, they were running beautifully. What I have noticed when the European session running nicely and smooth, and then we have the US session usually is following the European market or vice versa. But when we have a good run, you can see it from early in the morning that we are about to have a good run. And when we don't see it usually in the European time, that's mean we're going to have a long day today, and it's going to be a disaster trading. So this is one of the things sometimes we need. This is a part of the business. You have to be patient on it, and we will be trying to enter the market. The first door we can see is open. Now, if while we are waiting, I'm going to show you. I'm putting trades, and then we'll see if it. Today, this is your 1 minute NASDAQ. It is the contract 500 because we had a good run. Once the market is running, you are in the money. Once the market is not running, you are like anybody else. You're not making money, whether you are manual, automated trading. So you can see it's a good run today. The target is 500. On the last trade, nailed over $1,000 on one trade, and this is going to happen if this market trending, and if this market not trending, there is nothing you can do. There is nothing we can do when the market is not moving. We cannot do anything. So let's see if we can find any trades. We have a new signal on the gold. Let's look at the gold. Okay, it's a free ride on the gold all the way. We have a free signal on the gold. So your gold is entry is 96.9. You have a resistance line at 12.99, and then your target is 12.99.6. So if you are taking a gold, you can put it right on the high at 12.97.1 as a limited order, buying limited order. We're about to have some trades here. Let me see. At the same time, I'll try to cover also the euro dollar signals and forex signals. We have them here, so I'll try to see if I can also cover it. We'll cover as much as we can on it. So let me go back to the ES. It's the most popular if you are interested in the trade on the CL, we have a short trade on the CL. If you'd like to follow that on your sim, is 66.95. If you want to follow this on a sim, it is up to you. The ES is sitting right at the edge. Be careful with your trade on the ES right now. If I see a door open on the ES, I will notify you immediately. If somebody taking the signal, take the signal from the price action. If you are waiting on me to enter a signal, it will be my pleasure. Just give me a few seconds waiting for a door open on the ES. In the meantime, if you are taking that trade on the ES, on the CL, I'm sorry, the entry was 66.92. Boy, did it go south. Okay, it seems like buyers coming in. Rabatu on the ES. Be careful with the ES. There is a buyers coming in on the ES, but we have a resistance at 27.0775. There is a lot of buyers. For the ones are a little bit basic, you can follow the one is right there, the one on the right here, and this one, the market analyzer. This is strictly telling you what is your entry, what is your target, and what is your resistance and your support line. As an example, when you have a buy entry on the chart or on the market analyzer, telling you what is the target, you don't have to use your head. In the meantime, when there is a pullback, you can see because there is a resistance line that can identify to you why we're not going directly to the target. Sometimes there you see the pullback, and so you will not be panicking in your trade. For the ones here on the 3 chart, I don't go by those rules. I go by different rules, so you will not be confused. Those are manual. Those 3 charts are manual, and this is automated. At the same time, we try to cover the swing trading and see. Most of them, they have hit the target today, but I will try to find something still open the whole charts this morning has hit the target, and I will try to share my screen later on different ones, but right now we're trying to see if we can find an entry on the ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones. For the ones for on the CL, we're still on that trade on the CL. We're still on that trade. We're still on that trade on the CL. The ES getting stuck between the resistance line and the entry price. If you see here, where is the entry price on the ES, and this is your resistance. So the ES is getting stuck between those two channels, and actually you have to make a bet which direction it has to break out from, and that's what we are looking closely. And on this one here, the way they are moving, it seems like we're about to hit shorts on those. Okay, there we go. There we go. We are about to hit short. Okay, on the CL trades, we are at $60 right now. We are expecting much more than that. Let's see what will happen. A lot of selling coming in. The market is really choppy right now. Everything turned to red, the whole direction in this market. We're going to take a short on the ES at 2702. You're very welcome to follow on the sim. On the CL trade, we are $80, $70. Let's see if we can get the NASDAQ. A lot of selling. In the trading, there's always winning and losing. You cannot be winner all the time. So please do not expect me to be winner 100%. Sometimes I have a losing trades like anybody else. Sometimes I've had a bad days. Before, in the older age, I threw so many computers out of the window, and then I find out it was very expensive. Literally threw my whole computer and my monitors straight out of the window. I did it a couple of 3 times. And then, this is the market, a job to piss us off sometimes. And I'm sorry, I've been up for over 8 hours behind the monitors, so I'm a little bit beat. Okay, on that trade on the ES, we have around $50, and we are about to, and then 60, 70 bucks on the CL. Yes, in the morning when you get up, you're very fresh, but after you sit behind the screen for a couple of 3 hours, then you are, I mean, I've been since 4 o'clock this morning, so yes, I'm a little bit tired. I apologize. And it was a stressful day. But when the market is moving, you just simply cannot let it go. When the market is bad, I don't have to sit behind it. But when the market is moving, it's a shame not to sit behind the screen. So let's see. We have 37.50 on that trade, and we have $90 on that trade. I'm trying to get you the NASDAQ. Let me see. Oof. because the market is a little bit, usually I can hit the three in the same time, ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, but because the market is a little bit stuck, so I'm not gonna activate all three in the same time. So it's a little bit chopped, and I hate it when it's like that. So there is not straight confirmation yet. So a little bit. That's why you say you cannot be one size fit all. You cannot be following rules when you are manual trading, because sometimes you have to be aggressive, sometimes you have to be conservative, sometimes things can go wrong, things can go right with you. So it's a different rules when you are manual trading. I mean, you cannot just go on the same page every single day. We have $150 in that trade on the CL. We have 25. I mean, look, and now the ES is really, I hate long term on a trade to be in line in the market. I like it to be keep going right away. And trades like this, if I was not in front of you guys, I would have closed it, because anything more than a minute is no good anymore to be in that trade. So I don't like to be in a trade no more than 1 minute. I mean, it has to move. Then it's okay. I can stay 1 hour on that trade. But if the trade is not moving, then I don't like to sit down looking at the same price for over a minute. Let's see what we have. Should we have every day good day? No. Sometimes we have a bad days like anybody else, so. Usually stop loss are between 10 and 15 ticks, no more, guys. Stop loss should not be no more than 10, 15 ticks. If it's not going to your direction, not going to your direction, no use to stay on that trade. The market really hit south and all the signals has changed. The ES cannot find direction, guys. Simply the ES cannot find direction. I can see some entry, but I don't want to do it. If you look at the NASDAQ, we have a resistant pullback re-entry. Those are my favorite trade. If you look at the NASDAQ, it is beautiful entry, but I didn't want to, because of this chop market right now, I don't want to increase the trades. I'm going to be a little bit more conservative, not unless if I have more confirmed on those trades, then I will be more than glad to take it a little bit late than to jump on the wagon right now. You can see from the movement on the ES, we still on the same, is trying to break this 27.0150. Really chop. What happened when the markets open, all the direction in the market has changed. And that's why we are waiting on the new signals to come out for the price action. And it seems like the market took one spike and then sit, cannot find direction. So let's see. Once it's gonna hammer, it's gonna hammer. That's all what we can say. Okay, it did go south. Yeah, it is aggravation. We have a new signal on the 6E. The entry, you can see it from the market analyzer, 58.25, target 56.20. You can see it, new signal 6E. It's a really struggling market. Okay. Close ES close position on ES. The whole thing changed. We still have the CL. the market really getting stuck in between those channels. Let's see which direction this market is taking. Dropping now. Okay. Let's try one more time on. Let's see if the ES is going to break those level again to the 702.75. We're just sitting on the side here. Let's move the CL. We are done with the CL. Let me look on the ES. Short trade on the YM. Okay. Finally, the YM did go through. You have a resistance line at 45.25. Be careful with the 45.29. I'm sorry. Start rolling. The market start making decision here. Let's see. We just need movement. The market is just sitting there. We just need movement. We're not going to let it go. We just need movement. Okay. If you notice on the YM, you have the star. If you remember, this is a signal entry as well from your system. So now this is confirming that trade. And now we are going down on the YM. And if you want to exit, you have a support line at 45.29. If you want to stay in that trade, stay in that trade. Now I wanted to look at this ES. This ES is driving me crazy. It's sitting between the resistance line and the entry price. So I'm trying to find the direction for it. The market is really, really not moving. So it is those time when the market is not moving is the hardest time, when the market keep going different direction every time. So there we go, changing directions. Okay, taking a long on the Nasdaq against the YM. Sometimes stand making your stop loss on the YM, you can go ahead and reverse it with a different market. This is much better to me anyway. Nasdaq, the entry is 63.50. This market is really, really flat. Not much movement. Those are cheap to trade. It's $5 a tick. It's not much. There we go. Just give me direction. The ES is just full stop. It's just like one of those days where the ES is just sitting there. And we are waiting on his direction. The YM, Nasdaq, everything is waiting on the ES direction. And the ES is not moving. It's simply not moving. It's just staying in the same circle, in the same round. I never seen so many red in the market analyzer. How long we've been running the market analyzer for the futures? We've been running it forever. I never seen that much red in the market analyzer as much as today. So now we're trying to aim at the CL and ES. We're still out of a trade on the ES and CL. If you are on the YM, we're still on the support line at 45.29. But I want to get that ES. I don't want it to slip right front of my nose. So I'm trying to find something on the CL. I mean, this is really funny. I don't know if you notice, I said that in the previous, when the market analyzer, or this is really a play in the market. You can see we have the Nasdaq to the plus, and we have the opposite direction, the YM to the short. So that tells you, explain to you how how hard it is, this market today, where the YM is going the opposite direction of the NASDAQ, and we both have money in it. So this is a challenge when you are trying to go the opposite direction between NASDAQ and YM. Is not easy because the ES is not giving me any direction so far. There is no direction on the ES. The ES is getting stuck. It's not moving, and it is really challenged. It is really challenged in those days here, where if you don't have, I mean, this is really where traders sometimes thinks he made a bad decision, did not. It just today the way it moves this market is very hard. Even hard for me to nail the ES. I cannot find any direction at the moment in the ES. I'm about to click on it any second. I just need a direction. But you know what? We have a new entry on the CL. We go ahead on a new entry on the CL. We take the chances on that. 66.45 is a very good number. So we just need the ES entry. We are not getting any prediction on the ES. This is a horrible ES today. Yes, auto trading, sometimes it can be nice, but also it is nice to challenge. I mean, the swing trading on the ES is making very good. Let me try to figure out the ES on the swing trading is already done and hit the contract, all of them. I'll show you all the ES hit the target. We're done with the ES. There is not even, no, there is one ES still open. I will share. Once we are done, I will share. We already hit the ES on the automated trading. All of them, except one chart on the ES. On the automated trading on the CL, we have on the 3 minutes, we have short, and it's doing very well. Let me try. I don't want it to. On the automated trading on the CL, we have the short trade. We still riding it, and this is an automated trade on the CL. But let me take this one out. I don't want to be distracted. Whoever took the YM trade, now we need to find to hit the position. This is exactly what is your resistance on your YM is 45.30. This is exactly what is your resistance line support. I'm closing Ninja. I'm closing NASDAQ. I did go south, open in ES short direction, short. So we have a 3 opening position, short CL, short YM, close losing trade on the NASDAQ, and open in ES. It is much harder than you look when we're trying to cover everything and trying to keep up with the charts, and then you have people trying to explain to them what's going on. It's very hard, and And of course, you miss a lot sometimes because you are trying to concentrate on a lot of charts and talking in the same time. So those are the trades. Right now, short at 72.50, 702.50 on the ES. The YM doing fine, losing trade on the NASDAQ. And we have a short trade at 66.68 on the CL. If you notice when we are, no, I stay quiet. So, okay, there we go. Fine, finally. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas. ES decided to move, and we are on the right track with the ES. The problem is we need to enter. Okay, we have the star on your chart on the ES that confirmed the entry, and we have 675 on that trade and 285, 295 on the. And we have right now $400 on those trades. Finally, thank you. It's about time. You know, $400 on the ES, $150 on ES, and the NASDAQ is not helping the NASDAQ. Okay, we need the CL to roll. This guy is stubborn like mule today also. Okay, $400 on the YM, and we have $162 on now we're about to go short on the NASDAQ. Look, this is support line, folks, on the ES, and seems like we're about to break it. If we break it, we are along for a very long run here. 99, be careful with the support line here, the 99. If we are break it, we are on a very nice ride. Finally, I'm about to close the YM, and you got to be careful with the YM. If you are on that position on the YM, you need to arm yourself to close position very soon. There we go. Bingo, folks. Bingo. Finally, thank you. We have $700 on those trades. $700 based on one contract on those trades. Look at this CL. It's just poking us. That CL is sitting right there, and it's just poking the hell out of me. I'm going to close it. Okay. Let's see if we can get 500 on that trade. ES. If we are breaking this one, we are in a long haul. Let's see if we can get nail the NASDAQ. He owed me one trade, the NASDAQ. And we need to get even with the NASDAQ. Let me see. Okay. We're about to hit $500 on the, whoever took that trade. If you are happy with the YM, close it at 500, please. There is much more. Probably could be there is much more in that trade. But if you can get on base on one contract, YM 500, you should be happy, man. We have $200 on that trade with ES. We have a new signal from the market analyzer. Sell order on the Russell. 624.7, target 619 short. Entry on the Russell 624.7, 1619.3. So it seems like we're about to hit $1,000 on those trades, two trades. That will be very nice. Okay, much more to go, folks. We're about to hammer this one. I'm still not having a good time with that. Still, the CL is spooking us at this number here. It's just pissing the hell out of me. I'm a very stubborn man. And let's see if we can. Okay, we hit the 500 on the YM. We have, if you're happy with the 500, please close position. 500 close position on the YM, please. Let's see if we can get another 500 on the ES. We need to, for the NASDAQ, we need overburn price right now on the NASDAQ. Just hold on the NASDAQ for a second. I'm keeping my eye on the NASDAQ. $500 close position on the YM. The 26.99 on the ES has become a resistance, so I'm keeping my eye very close on that. Okay, we have a reversal. We have a reversal on the NASDAQ. A reversal says R7 on your, I'm sorry, on the YM. Reversal. This is a warning sign and a reversal on the ES. This is a very good option if you want to close your position with a $750 in profit. $750 in profit. This is a reversal. You can see on the ES R7 and R7 on the YM. Those are not repaint reversal. Those are true reversal. You can close position. The market is going to go back and retest and going back down again, or it could be this is over. I'm not sure. We don't know. But when it says reversal and the alarm came out, that means close your position. You are around $700, $750 in those trades. If you are happy, close it, as long as you don't go back to a trade-in after half an hour. So if this one a lucky day for you, very good. We're happy for you. If it's not, stay in. I'm a kind of guy, I like to stay in till the end. Sometimes a blow in your face, and sometimes get rewarded. We cannot. So now we can see the ES is a resistance line at 69.99. So this one here become a resistance. If this bar close above the 6.99, that's mean we have a problem. But if the market rejected from the 6.99 on your ES, that's mean we have a very good potential. Look at this. This is a very good potential on a re-entry point on the ES, the 69 level. We're still struggling on the CL, waiting on the inventory today. Okay, 550 on the YM, 300. We're about to hit 300. If you notice, the market analyzer now all in the green, and because the market start moving. And if you notice, the market analyzer right now is in 247 ticks in a profit. This is your automated trading or your fully automated or your ATM strategy. And right now we are in 242 and the profit on that one here. So the market on the ES came into the resistance line 66.99 and got rejected from that number. So there is a good potential on re-entry from the 16.90. Okay, this is another reversal fired. Okay, let's see. Right now we are 525 and 250. So this is a pretty good call. You see the NASDAQ, even on the market analyzer on the NASDAQ, is only entry. Now we have a on the market analyzer, we have a buy entry. Right now is only minus couple ticks. So even on the automated trading, the NASDAQ is not making money. Not just manual trading, even on the automated trading, the NASDAQ is just not readable at the moment. But I'm going to be shorting that NASDAQ very soon. R1 is a re-entry for the ones are not aware of the system. R1 is a re-entry. That means stay on that trade. R1 is a re-entry position. R6, R7, R3, R4 are reversal. The CL closed. I was sick and tired of it. So we're going to keep it on the side. Any trade stay over 1 minute. If it's not moving within 1 minute, get rid of it. I mean, if I was alone, I would have got rid of it a long time ago. If the market is moving in your direction, keep it. Go do something else. But if you take a trade and took 1 minute and you still between a plus and minus, get rid of it. I'm against the trade and stop. If you wanted to use where I need to put my, I mean, I personally like to put it above the resistance line, because this is where I'm protected and I'm leaving room for the YM to go back and forth. But if I'm happy with the number, you close it. On the ES, where should you put your stop loss? Should be a couple ticks above the 99, and it will be 99.25. This is where your stop loss should be on the ES if you wanted to protect it. For me, I'm sometimes, because it pisses me off, sometimes it can go 1 tick above the 99 and then can knock you out, and then the market keep going. So I make a decision myself. But for you, if you don't want it to make a decision yourself, you can put it at 26.99.50 or 99.25 if you want to. And there we go. This is exactly closing position right now. Closing position. Close position, please. Close position. Close position. Close position, please. ES, YM, close position. I go a little bit farther than that. I'm trying to, for me, I wanted to see if it can go farther. But for you guys, if you are happy for what you see, close position. If you are aggressive, stubborn like me, stay. You're welcome. In the trading, sometimes either get it all the way or don't get it. I mean, sometimes I've had some trades when I just want to leave it alone. And this is my favorite trade. I decide when to close it, and I just make it a +1 tick, and then you are on a free ride, free trade. And then I make a decision when I need to close it and when I don't. So this is, for me, this is where +1 tick, my job is done on that trade, on that chart. So on any given time, once we see this, I go buy, and then I'm on the free ride, +1 tick, and I do something else. I don't look at it anymore because my job is done for that chart. Now, when I see things is happen and I need to close position, I will close position. But I mean, if this trade go into my direction, sometimes you see $400, $300 and then come and knock me out with 1 tick. This is part of the game. I asked for it. But sometimes the market goes back and come in and then it drop 100 tick. And those what I'm looking for. So right now, close position on those ES. And there is a buy-in coming in on the ES, close position. I'm about to close position. For the one close position at 99 level, The position ES closed, YM closed. For if it's so there is around $500-600 in that trade, and then we are looking for a new direction. We have the that was a good trades. Those that were good trades. I will try to cover the automated trade when we are done. We just want to see if we can enter the market one more time. So keep your eye on those three black charts, and you know what? I'll put the CL as well. I just need to. Today we were supposed to cover the auto trade, and we wind up taking everything manual. But I love it. It's beautiful. It's a good challenge. It's this. Look, the Nasdaq has rejected from the 954 level. I mean, you can sit all day long and aim it. You can see it. Oh, so I need to move to make a just 1 minute, guys. You just follow the trade, and I will be with you in a second. After we finished, we can cover the automated trading. We got involved with the manual trading. So short CL again 66.62. Follow me on a sim, please. And then now we have got the star. The star is an entry point on your NinjaTrader. Sometimes on a hard day like this, sometimes we can go in a circle for a while, but we're about to take a trade. Let's see if we can find anything on the Nasdaq. On the market analyzer, we had entry signal, buy entry signal on the Nasdaq. If you look at it, and it's 69.45.25, and the target is 88.50. So this is a 28 ticks so far on the Nasdaq on the market analyzer, the automated trading. But for a manual trading, I can override that. The CL is the 66.62 is a short entry. Trying to find an entry on ES. If you look at the upper chart on the Nasdaq, you can see the high time frame trend is up. The volatility is yellow neutral, and the targets are down. So it is a very mixed market where on the ES and YM, they are in the same direction. The high time frame, you can see it says HFT downtrend on the top of the chart. And then the same thing on the YM. I still want to get back to the NASDAQ, just trying to find an entry. We have to be a little bit patient. 30-year Treasury bond, we have on the automated to trade, a beautiful trade on the 30-year Treasury bond on the 5 minutes chart. And we have most of them has close position, hit the target, the daily target on the 30-year Treasury bond. But we have a beautiful entry on the swing automated trading on the 30-year Treasury bond. It was a very nice entry, and we're still on that trade. This is very nice. We're about to take short trades here. If the ones that want to follow, get ready. We're about to take a short trade. Okay, finally the CL is paying off. $40 in that trade. Get ready. Just trying to find an entry. Whatever indicators you are using, try to learn. Maybe that will help you a little bit. If you're not sure whether you trade in, stay on SIM as long as needed. You see how it's driving us crazy, how the 1 minute can show a true trend, not the Renko bar. I want to cover the Renko bar one day when we have time, how to reverse with the Renko bar. On the automated swing trading, we will be covering it after we are done. I just want to keep my eye on those trades. We have hit every single target on every single chart. And I will share my screen once we are done. Beautiful day on the automated trading. We have $50 in that trade on the CL. Those yellow colors in the bar on the ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones, this is where the trend, those bars are based on a price line. And when you see those colors in yellow, that means they are in neutral. And now the whole momentum is changing on the ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones. So this is, when you see this yellow line is between the short trade and the long trade. So those are very effective, the bar colors. And when they are based on a price line, and when you see them in yellow, that means we are changing direction. And it is very good to know when this market is on neutral. Even if you are automated trading, then you know the market is going a different direction, and that can cause your auto trade taking a losing trade sometimes. So I'm trying to find an entry. Okay, finally the CL is going down. Your potential target on the CL is 66.34. If this market keep going down, your potential is closing position at 66.34. This is where the destination of that CL. Okay. You can see we are staying forever on every trade. When we are taking a trade, it's staying forever to see movement. And the hardest part is to predict which direction before it happens. It's not just an entry, it's trying to predict it before it happened. And that's is the hardest part. Not after it happened. It's too late to enter a market after it happened. You have to find it before it happened. You see how the Nasdaq have those yellow bars and red, yellow and red, yellow and red, sitting right at the edge. So let me see. On the CL trade, the one I showed you not long time ago, we're still going in the circle with it, and I will show you the automated trade. It is still on the same short trade. This is the swing trading, and the swing trading took that trade from 66.73, and I took the trade from 66.61. So the auto trade was ahead of me on that trade, and so that's okay. But also, I like to keep my eye on the swing trade and see which direction different time frames are taken and what is buying and what is not. For our traders, this is a very good to keep your eye. If you are trying to learn manual trading or trying to develop your own system, it is very good to keep your eye, see how the auto trades, which directions are taken. That will help you a lot if you want to do some challenge to yourself when you are trading. Now, if we notice the YMCL, YMCL, YMES Nasdaq is on the same line now for over 10 minutes, but I'm not going to let it go today. I'm going to stay until we can find a new trade. It is a very hard day, but we nailed it. On the automated trading on the market analyzer, we have 245, 247 ticks into the profit based on one contract and based on 1 minute chart. On the Forex, we have 179 pips in there in the profit. Finally, after I closed the CL, now the market decided to move. Okay, let's go back and trying to find. Very flat market. The problem is when you see the bars are moving down or moving up very fast, you don't react on it. You just wait to see the pullback re-entry or on the bar close. So let's go ahead and take one small one short ES, and one ES, and one NASDAQ. Also, I couldn't do that, but the YM, I couldn't keep up with everything. But we have a short trade on the ES, and we have a short trade on the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ destination is 929.25. And the ES, I'm hoping for 92.75, 26.92.75. Those are the target. We just need a little movement. ES target 26.92.75, and take a short YM. And NASDAQ target is 69.29.25. And we have a bingo. Yes. Come on, baby. Come to Papa. Okay, guys, here is your target right there on the NASDAQ. Your NASDAQ target is 69.29.25. ES target close position at 26.92.75, and the YM 24.333. Come on. And now we have the stars. Come to Papa. Yep. Come on, baby. $75, $120 on the NASDAQ, $60 on the YM, ES $62. Target ES, if you are a happy camper, I hope you're following me on SIM. We're not calling any trades. I'm just sharing my trades, and the trades is on your own. This is an education purpose only. This is the right direction anyway. And let's go ahead. Either we're going to be happy camper or hide behind the disk. Those are your daily target every day. And ES, CL entry 66.39. Those are your daily target. And this is a very nice enchilada. There we go, baby. Yeah, come on. Come to Papa. 69.29.25. NASDAQ target. It's a hell of a time to wait. There we go, baby. Yes. Okay. There we go. All right. 230 to 135, 130, that's 260. Okay. So, okay. Your target ES, if you are a happy camper, it's the 26.9275. Make it one tick above the support line. You can close position at 93 level on the ES if you are a happy camper. If you don't care, stay. You're getting excited, stay on that trade. Make it a break even +1. Make it a break even a +1. If you want to be aggressive trader, you don't know where this market going, take here. There we go. Here is your target. Or if you want to stay longer, go ahead and right-click and buy above one tick. So right now, folks, we are on that trade, 200, 495, and you got around $600-700 on those trades. Congratulations. And still the CL pooking me on that. Okay, thank you very much. We got pooked by the CL. That's fine. Okay, we have $260 on $250 on the NASDAQ. We have a couple $100 on the YM based on one contract, folks. And this is, I want to demonstrate, this is the power behind the 1 minute. This is the power behind the 1 minute. Don't fool yourself with those all kinky bars and those funny bars. This is a long story with the Renko bars and all this. So don't. If you really want to take this trade to extra level, you need to start dealing with 1 minute. It's not the prettiest chart, but it is the one who put the bread on your table. Now we are on that call and trade, 250, 325, and 300. And we are around $800 in that trade based on one contract. And this is if you want to calculate how much money you invested on one ES, one NASDAQ, one Dow Jones is around, what, $1,000? Let's say you have an expensive broker and you have invested $1,500. And this is practically 100% return on your money. 225. I'm sorry, guys, for the ones who are Skyping me. The Skype is sliding like a Christmas tree. I'm really having a hard time putting up with the automated trades, swing trading, calling trades. The smoke coming out of my ears and my nose. So please be patient, and I will be, to our members, I will be contact you very soon. And just we need, this is enough bread today. We called the trades, and it was enough trade for everybody, enough bread for everyone. Let's see if we're gonna be able to hit $1,000 on this trade. We have 300 and 400, the 700. We hit $1,000 based on one contract NASDAQ, one contract YM, and one contract ES. If you can find anyone can do better, please be my guest, as long as you don't bother me with it. Anyone can challenge that. You're very welcome. On the system, the ones that don't know our system, we have a system here is calculating every day institutional numbers. If we look at the YM institutional number, says in target 24,339. Once you hit this target at 12 o'clock, that's why I like NinjaTrader 7, because it took us so many years, 9 years, 10 years of development. It's going to take me a while before we can transfer all those. They are extremely complex. And once we hit those targets, there is nothing left on the YM until after lunch. And you are diving in straight to the target on the YM. This is an institutional number, 24,339. This is your institutional number. On the ES, I didn't pay attention. This is your automated trading, and it's already hit the target on your automated trading. So this is where you need to start closing position. You have $400 on that trade, $437 ES, 495 on the NASDAQ, YM 420, you nailed around $1,500 in that trade. And for the ones that were with us, we started with $800 this morning, and now we are up to 2,222. I'm sorry, guys. I've been trading for 2,300 even right now. So there we go. This is the power of trading. You want to rock? Let's rock. There we go. I will be trying my best tomorrow to be online, and you just watch the YouTube, and there we go. A reversal right at the target with the YM. You see, this is your institutional target followed by reversal. So you're not gonna get anything out of it anymore. So if you have $425, you're done for the YM. Call it off. For the one who took the Nasdaq, you are $600. Close it, and don't look back, and don't open your computer in the afternoon, not unless if you want to practice yourself. $437 on the ES trade, and I wasn't paying attention to the automated trading on the 1 minute. Let me see where the automated trade. Okay, look on the. I wasn't paying. Okay, there is a reversal on R7, 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 a reversal on all of them. So now you got around 1,500 in those trades, and you should be. And the automated signal entry is, if you notice on the market analyzer and the chart, between me and I wasn't paying attention to the automated trade. The automated trade has it at 26.99, and I took it at on the ES 26.96 actually, and on the Nasdaq it was we have the entry on the black chart at 942, and look, it's not that far. On the Nasdaq from the market analyzer, you can see it was 39.25. Manually, I took it 42. And then on the YM, we have a sell entry at 536, and I took it at 442. That's a little bit different, but there is not much different between a manual and an automated trading. The only thing I got worn down much more than the automated trading. So it is about the closing position here. I'm going to stay long to close position here. And now we started, if you rewind if you rewind your video, we started from the earlier trade at 832. Now we are at almost 2,500. This is very good. Okay, this is an R7, so I'm gonna stay quiet, and this is another fire in reversal on the YM. So close position, please, and on the automated trade market analyzer, you have 683. 681 ticks in the profit, and the PNL 6,000 even. So there is 48 ticks, ES 91 ticks, Nasdaq, YM 177 ticks, Russell 46 ticks, DAX 137 ticks, gold 55 ticks, 22 ticks, 30-year treasury bond. And I remember we had fresh signal on the 6E not few minutes ago, 24 ticks, CL 45 ticks. That include total base on one contract is 650 ticks on the automated trade. And on the manual trade, on the last trades here, we nailed around $1,500. And I hope to God somebody has followed me. Of course, one of my members have followed my trades. This is, again, a reminder. It's just for educational purposes. I show you the trade, but what you do with it at your own home, we expecting you to do it on sim. If you go live, that's your problem. If you make money, that's your problem. If you lose money, that's your problem. We're not collecting any information about you. We're not trying to sell you any product here. We are strictly trying to help. Some of the traders are struggling with their trades. Very simple, guys. I don't want to teach price action. We ran the room for free for many years, trying to teach price action totally free until somebody's butt was hurting. And so we decided it's not worth it to spend much time. And when somebody so to cut the story short, I don't want to teach a price action anymore. I just wanted to teach you what to look for. And I'll try to be as much as I can I'll try my best tomorrow. I have a lot of requests tomorrow to be again on live. Okay. After we close this one here, I'd like to show you the automated trade has practically every single chart hit the target on the automated swing trading. Every single chart. It is an amazing day today. I'll try to do something tomorrow if I'm online. Probably I will have something else as well. Okay, guys, close your position here. We're done. I wanted to share with you a different screen. I don't know if I can do that. Let me see if I can share a different screen. This is today swing trading. And it is beautiful. It is all swing trading has we usually, this kind of automated trade, you hit it, you put minimum 500, and if this market is trending, you're gonna get it, and if the market is not trending, then we close. But all of them are on a $500 target. Some of them made 7,000, some of them made 1,000, some of them made 500, some of them made let's see, let me try to find ES as an example. This is based on 150 ticks, made 925. NASDAQ 840, all of them the same story, $500 target. You have it from the 500, like YM hit 1,250, and you have um, uh, DAX 7,500. This is one trade actually. One trade 7,515. So when the market is moving, guys, you make money. When the market is not moving, there is nothing we can do for you. But as long as this market moving, we're not gonna miss. This is the story. But I cannot make sure that every day the market moves for you. So you have like what we experienced today when we first started at 10 o'clock. The market was not taking direction, and that can make all the auto trade struggle. And when the market took direction, the automated trading and the manual trading took off immediately to that trade. So this is let me try to go back to sharing screen to the other screen. Okay. Finally, the CL took over. Finally. So for the ones they've been with us for the ride today, we had one losing trade on the Nasdaq for a manual trade. We started with 800. It was an earlier today. As you see, still we had a losing trade here today in the video. On the Nasdaq, it was 195. We already recovered it. So we are walking away from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock, 2 hours. We walked away with $1,500 more. If you rewind the video, we started with $832, and actually we were up to 2,500. But this is all what we have in 2 hours. We nailed around $1,500, and so I hope you closed. I'm gonna keep the one of them. The ES is closed, Nasdaq is closed. I'm gonna keep one open and let me, this one here, the target for the CL trader. The target is those targets you get every day before lunch hours, like what you have seen on the Nasdaq, on the YM. I apologize. You see, this is an institutional number. Before the 12 o'clock target is hit, you have 3 targets, 2 targets. But I will show you tomorrow and a day after tomorrow and a day after tomorrow that around 11 o'clock, between 11:30 to 12 o'clock, you get those numbers. And this is where the institutional stop trading right there. And the reason you have bouncing back, because it's a profit taken at that tick. And once the profit taken, that's why you had the pullback. So right now it's 12 o'clock, and you're not going to get anything below the 65.78 on the CL. It's lunchtime. So we're not going to get anything during the lunchtime, anything farther than 65.78 on the CL. Folks, that's all what we have for today. I hope all the traders walking away happy. And we nailed from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. We nailed If we take the $800, we nailed around $1,600 in 2 hours trading based on one contract. Welcome to trading. God bless you all, and I will try my best tomorrow. If the support are reasonable enough, and I'll try to. I'm sitting waiting on the CL. I want to see the CL hitting the 65.78. Do you think we can get up to 3,000 before 12? Let's see. Half full and half aggressive. So let's see. We kept one lot open, close ES, NASDAQ, and we have. Can we hit the 3,000? If we hit the 3,000, that's mean we made 2,200 from 10 o'clock to 12. Let's see if we can hit the to 3,000. On the automated trade, while we're looking at this, we have 880 ticks in the signal entry profit. And let's see if we can hit the 3,000 on that one. We have $675 on that trade on the YM, and we have $360, $50 on the CL. I'm going to grab a glass of water. I'll be right back. Thank you. For the ones that are telling me sometimes the YouTube life is not clear, and I know that, and I'll try to find a solution tomorrow. You have a reversal on the YM, and but I'm stubborn with it. I'm keeping it. I want to see the CL hitting the daily target, and you will see right now it's 12:05, and it will hit the 65.78. This is the lunch hours, but I want to see on that panel here 3,000. That will make us walk away with 2,200. Do not follow any more trade. It's just aggressive right now. Do not follow those trades anymore. It's finished. I don't want to. I don't want you to take any more trade. We can afford. I can afford a couple trades. Do not take any more trade. I'm not calling any more trades, guys. That's enough. We're not going to hit the 3,000. It was a pleasure serving every one of you. And I will see you. I'll try my best tomorrow to come in to online. And Skype me if you need the link. God bless you all. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.